Good morning, students. Today we will learn lesson number 3 from your English textbook, that is Halcyon Days. So, this is a story from the Greek mythology, okay, of a young couple. This is a love story based on a young couple, okay, Halcyon and Ceyx. So, let us begin the story. The lovely Halcyon was the daughter of Aeolus. In the brackets, you can see here that you have to say what? Aeolus. The lovely Halcyon. So, the main character, one of the character here is who? Halcyon. Okay, she was the daughter of whom? Aeolus, the Greek god of the wind. That means, in Greek mythology, according to Greek belief. Okay, so he was who? Aeolus was the Greek god of what? Wind. He was the Greek god of wind. Okay. She was the devoted wife of Ceyx, king of Trachis. You can see here again that in the brackets it is written that how we have to spell it as Trachis. So who was Halcyon? She was the daughter of Aeolus, the Greek god of the wind. Yes or no? And she was also a devoted wife. That means she loved her husband. Okay, she respected her husband. So she was a very devoted wife of whom? Whose wife she was? Ceyx. And who was Ceyx? He was the king of Trachis. And where is this Trachis kingdom? It was in central Greece. Okay. So Ceyx ruled his kingdom with wisdom. Okay. So he ruled his kingdom with wisdom. Halcyon and Ceyx were admired by gods and people alike for their great beauty as well as their profound love for each other. So this young couple, who? Halcyon and Ceyx, people loved them. Not only people but gods also. The different gods, like here we have learned a Greek god of what? Of wind. Yes or no? So there are many gods there. So the gods as well as the people also liked them. They admired them. Okay. Why? Just because of their great beauty. That means they were very beautiful couple. They were a very beautiful couple and they loved each other for their profound love. Profound means what? In the meaning you can see that is number 1, profound, deep or great. That means they loved each other very deeply. For this, the people as well as the gods also admired them. They liked them. Okay. Next, they were so happy in their marriage that they used to often call one another Zeus and Hera. So what they used to call themselves each other, means they were very happy in their marriage. Okay, so that is why they used to call each other. That means Ceyx used to call Halcyon as Hera, and Halcyon used to call Ceyx as Zeus. So what we have to pronounce here this as Zeus and Hera. It is not Hera, it is only Hera. Okay, in this way we have to pronounce. The pronunciations for certain words are given in the brackets. Okay, so they used to call each other with Zeus and Hera. This infuriated Zeus, that means the chief of the gods. That means there are many gods, okay, and the chief, the head of the gods was who? Zeus. Infuriated means what? You can see angered, enraged. That means he was very an angry person, angry god. Okay, he was a very angry god. He often used to remain in anger. Okay, what happened after this? This infuriated Zeus, the chief of the gods, as the couple dared to compare themselves to gods. That means the chief of the gods, he got angry upon this couple. He got angry upon this couple, that is Halcyon and Ceyx. Why? Because they dared. That means they tried to compare themselves with gods. They were general people like us. Yes or no? Halcyon and Ceyx were general people like us, but they loved them each other so much that they wanted. They called themselves. They compared themselves to. Actually, they called themselves as Zeus and Hera, but the chief of the gods, who was Zeus, he got angry and he thought that these two people is daring. They are daring to compare themselves with gods. Okay, and so he became what? Angry, very angry upon them. Then after what happened, Zeus waited for the right time. Zeus waited for the right time to punish the arrogant couple. That means he thought that this couple is very arrogant. They don't think anything. Okay, they do whatever they like. So this they are daring to compare themselves with God. That is why Zeus, he waited for the chief of the gods waited for the right time to come, and he thought to punish this arrogant couple. Next, during the course of the time, Zeus's brother, okay, during the course of the time, Zeus's brother died, and Zeus was very sad. So Zeus also had a brother now. Now we have learned that Zeus has a brother, and his brother died one day, and he was very sad. He was also deeply troubled by some ominous signs. Okay, so he was very deeply troubled with some ominous signs, very bad signs that he had seen. So he decided to consult the oracle of Apollo. Now, who is oracle of Apollo? See, we sometimes whenever we have some problem or health issues or something, we go to some specialist. Yes, no, we have some health issues, then we go to some doctors. When we have some other problem, then we discuss with our parents. So after his brother died, and he was very sad, and he was also troubled by some sad dreams, or he could see some signs in his dreams. Okay, after that he wanted to consult to a, like we consult to a doctor. Yes, and so he also wanted to consult to whom? To oracle of Apollo. Now, who is this oracle of Apollo? Let us see. People often went to this temple. People often went to his temple to seek answers to their problems or to seek guidance. Okay, that means people often go to this person. Okay, this temple, it is a temple, and there they went, the people go there and they get some answers from their temple. They also get some guidance from there. Okay, so that is why Zeus was very sad, and he was also troubled by some ominous, very bad signs. Okay, that is why he wanted to go to the oracle of Apollo. After that, what happened? Alcyone, however, requested her husband not to travel through the dangerous seas to consult the oracle. That means, you can see here in this picture, okay, there is a very dangerous sea. There is a dangerous sea in the way, on the way to the oracle of Apollo. That the husband, that is Zeus, has to travel between these seas. Okay, travel through the seas. So that is why Alcyone, okay, the wife, she requested her husband to not to go through the dangerous seas in order to go to consult to the oracle. She told him about the danger from the fury of the winds, which even her father, the god of the winds, found difficult to control. In seas, what happens there? In the seas, the winds become very dangerous. Okay, the fury of the winds, that means the winds become very dangerous then. And her father was who? Her father was the wind of gods. Yes or no? Aeolus was her father, and he was the god of winds. So sometimes her father, the god of the winds, also cannot control the difficulty, control the dangerous movement of the winds. So that is why Alcyone did not wanted her husband to go through the seas. She requested her husband to let her come along with him. She requested her husband that you should not go alone. I also want to come with you. Okay, so that you don't become alone, so that you do not have to face any problem. So she wanted to come with her, but Zeus did not wanted to put his beloved wife in danger. But what happened? Zeus did not wanted her to come along with him. He did not wanted her to put in danger. Alcyone watched apprehensively as her husband's ship sailed from the harbor. So she was watching very apprehensively as her husband was going whenever someone goes from our house, what happens? We watch them for a longer time, yes or no? So she was watching her husband while his ship moved on from the harbor. Next, Zeus watched the sailing ship. Zeus watched the sailing ship and thought it was the right time to punish Zeus. Okay. Now Zeus was waiting for the right time. Yes or no? We have learned that Zeus was waiting for the right time to punish this arrogant couple. So now he saw that Zeus' ship was sailing through the through the dangerous sea, and now he thought that yes, this is the right time. I should punish him. He launched a thunderbolt that raised a furious storm. Okay, a danger. He launched it. He is the chief of the gods. Yes or no? So he can do anything. So he launched a thunderbolt. Thunder. You know what is thunder? So he launched a thunderbolt, like he's attacking attacking Zeus with a thunderbolt. Okay, that raised a furious storm. He launched a thunderbolt, and then what happened? A storm came. You know what is storm? A very dangerous storm came. It was raised by whom? By Zeus, the chief of the gods. He wanted to punish whom? Zeus. Zeus was caught in the storm and knew his end was near. Now Zeus was caught in the storm. You can see in the picture here what is happening to the ship. Yes or no? The ship is going to break, and the waters and the wind and the thunders, everything you can see in the picture. So he was caught in that storm, and he could know that my end was near. After that, what happened? He prayed to gods. He prayed to the gods to let his body be washed ashore so that his beloved Alcyone could perform the funeral rites. Now he is praying to the god that God, I have come to know that now I will not be able to live anymore. I have got in the storm and I will surely die. But I am praying that let my body be washed to that shore. Okay, to that shore, so that where his beloved wife Alcyone is waiting for him. Okay, so that she could receive his dead body and she could perform the funeral rituals, ceremonies. Okay, after that, whatever is done. As Zeus gasped his last breath, his father Isophoros, the morning star, watched helplessly, unable to leave the heavens and rescue his son. Okay, now Zeus' father. Who was Zeus' father? You can see Isophoros. Zeus' father was Isophoros. And who was this person? Isophoros. He was the morning star. Okay, he was the morning star. See what names we are coming to know here in this lesson. Yes or no? The god of winds, the chief of gods, and now the morning star. So Isophoros was the morning star, and he was also Zeus' father. So he could not leave the heavens. He cannot leave the heaven and come to help his son. So he was watching from the heavens helplessly, and he could not rescue his son from that dangerous storm. Alcyone in the meantime prayed to Hera, the queen of the gods, for Zeus' safe return. Now at that kingdom, Alcyone was waiting for her husband Zeus. So no, so she was at that time when Zeus was caught in the storm. At that time, Alcyone was praying to Hera. Now who was Hera? Hera was the queen of gods. Like Zeus was the king of gods, chief of gods, and Hera was the queen of gods. So she was praying to Hera for what? To return, to the safe return of her husband Zeus, so that he could go and return safely. Hera felt sad for the tragic fate of Zeus. Now Hera, who is the queen of the gods, she is feeling very bad for what is happening with Zeus. Okay, how Zeus is caught in the storm and how he is going to die. All this thing, destiny, fate, so Hera was feeling very sad. She sent her messenger Ares Okay, you can spell it as what? Aries, not Iris. Okay, Aries. So she sent her messenger. Who sent her messenger? Ira, the queen of gods, sent her messenger Aries. Who was Aries now? Goddess of the rainbow, to look for Hypnos. Now Aries is who? She is the goddess, okay, not god, goddess of rainbow, to look for Hypnos, who is the god of sleep and the comforter of the suffering people. Now who is Hypnos here? Hypnos is the god of sleep and the comforter of the suffering people. That means god of sleep, you can understand, and comforter of the suffering people. That means those who suffer, those people who suffer. This Hypnos, this god gives comfort, to such people. Okay, so Ira sent her messenger Aries to look for Hypnos. Okay, Hypnos told Alcyone about the tragic shipwreck and death of her husband. That means Hypnos was sent by whom? By Ira, near whom? To Alcyone, near Alcyone, to give the death news of Ceyx. So he went near Alcyone and he told about what happened in the over the seas, about that storm and the tragic, how the ship broke and how Ceyx died. Crying with grief, Alcyone ran to the seashore where she saw the body of her husband. When she got the news, she was in grief, she was in very sad mood, and she ran to the seashore near the sea. What you know what is seashore? So there she found her husband's body. She performed the last rites and threw herself into the sea and drowned. So after Ceyx died, she performed all the rituals, and after that she jumped in herself into the sea and she also died. Okay, Zeus was filled with guilt. Now Zeus is thinking that what have I done? I gave a punishment to Ceyx, but his wife was left alone and she also committed suicide. So she also threw herself into the sea and she drowned. So now Zeus his heart was filled with guilt. He felt very sad for what he had done. In order to repent, he transformed the couple into the Halcyon birds. So what is Halcyon birds? It means the kingfisher bird. You know what is kingfisher bird? I think you have seen. So in order to repent what he have done a very wrong deed, yes or no? So in order to repent that, what did he do? He transformed the couple Alcyone and Ceyx into kingfisher birds. Okay, the myth lives still today through the phrase the Halcyon days. That means this myth, this belief that what happened and at last what did Zeus do? Okay, this belief is still believed in that place through the phrase that is the Halcyon days. According to the legend, for 2 weeks every January, Aeolus, father of Alcyone, calms down the winds and the waves so that Alcyone, in the form of a kingfisher bird, can safely make her nest on the beach and lay eggs. Okay, according to the legend, that means according to people, according to the legend, there for 2 weeks after this bird, after the Alcyone and the Ceyx were made birds by Zeus. So what happens there? For every 2 weeks in every January, okay, in every January for 2 weeks, Aeolus, who was the god of winds, he used to calm down the winds and also the waves, so that Alcyone, who was his daughter, yes or no, now who was in the form of a kingfisher bird, she can safely make her nest on the beach and lay eggs. Okay, for that Aeolus, who was Alcyone's father, he used to calm down the winds and the waves. Okay, at that time he could not help his son-in-law and his daughter also. So but now after they were made birds by Zeus, Aeolus used to help his daughter in this way. Hence, the term halcyon days means a period of great peace and calm. So that is why halcyon days means what? It is a period of great peace and calm. Why? Because Aeolus, for every 2 weeks, for 2 weeks in every January, he used to calm down the winds and waves. That is why halcyon days means at the time the kingfisher, that means the halcyon bird, they used to what they used to do to um, make her nest and lay eggs in a very peace way, in a very calm way. Okay, so that is why halcyon days means a period of great peace and calm. So, students, I think you understood what is the lesson about. It is a story of a Greek mythology, okay, of Alcyone and Ceyx, about a beautiful couple, okay, and what happened after that. They were punished, okay, and they died, and later on they became birds. So this was the lesson number 3, that is halcyon days. Okay, students, thank you for today.